One of the biggest barriers of home ownership for most people is down payment. But did you know that there are options available for almost no down payment at all? Hi, I'm J Sullivan, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through how 100% financing works. So let's first talk about what 100% financing is. 100% financing can work in a few different ways. In some cases, 100% financing means one loan that covers the entire purchase price of the home you're buying. In other situations, it's two loans, one main loan and one secondary loan that covers just the down payment. For example, if you're in a rural area, USDA financing is usually your best bet. You get one loan at a low rate that finances the entire purchase price of the home you're buying. The best thing about this loan is that it's also backed by the government, so you have extremely low interest rates and you're able to finance the entire amount. Now, the reason these low down payment programs exist is to encourage growth and to encourage home ownership, especially in rural areas. Now, USDA is very popular in rural areas, but if you're not looking in those areas, there are still down payment assistance options, no matter where you're looking. And the key to these down payment assistance programs is what are the terms and is financing available right now? These programs are always changing depending on how much money is available to lend. So even as you're watching this video, the terms of the down payment assistance may be changing. For example, I recently had clients that were very well qualified, but they just didn't have the extra money to pay for a down payment and closing costs. So I knew immediately that the right loan for them was a down payment assistance loan that would do 100% financing. And then when they made their offer, they asked the seller to pay for their closing costs. So for example, in this case, their purchase price was $300,000. The down payment on this FHA loan was $10,500. Closing costs were another $10,500. I knew immediately that a down payment assistance program was the right fit for them. With that down payment assistance covered the $10,500 down payment. And we asked the seller to cover $5,000 of the closing cost. My client only brought an additional $5,000 to $6,000 to closing. In this case, we had to think a little bit outside the box. We had to utilize down payment assistance to make the deal work. But in the end, the buyer and the seller were extremely happy. See, the thing about down payment assistance programs and whether or not you're in a rural area is always changing. The best thing to do is reach out to me and my team so we can go over your specific situation and what's right for you. It's never too early to begin getting financing for your home, whether you're looking at buying a home now or a year from now. Buying a home is exciting, but it's also an investment. And the most important aspect of that investment is how you finance it. If you have any questions about how these loan process works or anything related to real estate, we'd love to speak to you. My name is J Sullivan.